people in this country today. We have people in their 20s and 30s who think we are a democracy. And so they think that they can vote for anything or vote for anyone who will give them anything that they desire, whether it be welfare, food stamps, free Game Boys, free Xboxes, whatever they're hoping or thinking will happen, money from Obama's stash. We have a generation or two of complete morons in this country. And now granted, not all of them are morons, and some are waking up, but a lot of them, enough of them, are just complete idiots. I've been arguing with some of these idiots. Here's one of the examples of these arguments that I've had. One of these particular idiots thinks that the Constitution can be amended in any way, shape, or form, and that's what the founders envisioned. Well, part of what he says is true. The amendment process exists for us to add things to the Constitution that weren't originally thought of. However, that being said, you cannot amend the Constitution to take away people's inalienable rights. Rights like life, liberty, the right to property, the right to defend ourselves. The right to self-defense is one of those inalienable rights that cannot be taken away. So, those out there who are very misinformed, who think that the ability is, all they have to do is get enough senators and congressmen and women in the Capitol, in our government, who will then vote to take away our rights to self-defense, our rights to property, our rights to our lives. Now, people think, well, your life and death, that's it when it comes to the right to life. You have the right to be alive and that's it. Wrong. My life is everything that I choose to do with my life. Everything, every product of these two hands, every product of this brain is mine, and it belongs to me, and therefore it is mine to give away or to keep. Now, there's a lot of you out there who think that you have the right to take away that which is mine. And you have the right to take away that which is anyone else's, as long as you get enough people to vote for it. You are wrong. The more you keep pushing us, the harder we will push back. We don't want to fight. We're glad to let you have your own little communes, your little communist utopias that you can go off and build yourselves. Go buy yourselves, 300, 400, 500 acres of land. Have your communist buddies all move there, and you can farm, and you can make stuff, and you can do all the things that you need to do in your own little private communist kingdom. That's right. You can make your own private communist utopia. Try and force us, and you are gonna get force back. We don't want a war. We're glad to let you live your own little communist lifestyles. You can go live, like I said, go buy yourselves that property, for you socialists out there. Everybody, why don't you go and build a town, start a town, build a town hall, and then all the little socialists who want to be socialists can all move to your little town and be socialists. But the one thing you cannot do is you cannot take over this government, turn it into a socialist state, take away our freedoms and our property, and think you're going to get away with it. Yes, the great American populace has been asleep for quite some time. Those of us who are productive have been busy with our businesses and our jobs, making money, building our fortunes, and trying to make a better life for our children. We are now waking up. We are seeing the gratuitous theft that is going on. And even though this recession is moving towards a depression, those who think like you, the brain-dead idiots in this country who think that all they have to do is vote for it and they can take it, have taken over this government and are running it faster towards the iceberg. When this economy this government hits that iceberg, it is going to sink. Because no matter how many watertight compartments there are, the fact that you've sped up means that it's going to cut into every single watertight compartment there is in this government, every safety feature that was supposed to keep this government from collapsing, and this government will collapse. But don't lose hope, my fellow patriots, because the Republic will survive. But it is unfortunate that it's going to take a total economic collapse for us to recover the government that shouldn't have been lost in the first place had the American populace not been asleep. Wake up, stand up against those liberals and socialists and fascists and communists who constantly spout off against, well, we won, it's our turn. Stand up and say, sorry, my liberty is not up for a vote. If you want it, come and take it. But I guarantee it, you're going to have a fight on your hands. Good luck.